Is there a process by which a reconciliation takes place? You know, reconciliation has taken place in South Africa. Reconciliation have taken place in conflicts which are even more, have been more bloodier, like Rwanda. I'm sure, you know, the frameworks of reconciliation exist on this planet which can be applied and worked out in Manipur.
Yes, of course. I mean, in the model of truth and reconciliation, we have to look at the truth about every casualty, every death, every scene of displacement. We have to talk to the victims and understand their point of view. What victims are asking for becomes very, very important in understanding the truth of the situation. Then there is a question of bringing together a number of actors, actors who otherwise will remain at cross purposes against each other. And here, along with the actors from civil society and citizenry, we must also bring the various state and central government agencies together. And in a well-knit manner, there should be a dialogue. The dialogue must be about the brass tacks. It must be a systematic way of resolving the differences. Where lies the differences have to be identified, and then they have to be resolved by way of a dialogue. Now, a process of dialogue requires constitution of a mediating dialogue body or a dialogue commission. So therefore, some such approach has to be still to be undertaken. And the inquiry that was launched by Supreme Court and
Prasanajit,
also
you are
by the
saying,
central
basically,
government.
Prasanajit, you are saying that the process should be structured, it should not be informal. As Mr. Sood was saying, it should be in front of the people, and people should be seen that these dialogues are taking place over a period of time at various places and publicly, so that a little information can be shared. Is that what you are saying?
Obviously, and the points that are achieved in dialogues have to be brought together on the table so that we know who ultimately remains as the main deciding factors. And these people can come together and decide between them what should be the framework instead of leaving it to this agency or that agency. So it should
So
be
the tough question
concerted,
here is, Prasanajit,
comprehensive.
so the tough
Yeah.
question is, who should the government talk to? Because the MLAs from the hills are not willing to talk. So who should they talk to? Now the question is, बात किससे होगी? बात करने को कौन तैयार है? They have to sit. They have to sit together.
Society. They can talk to civil society groups. For example, Kuki, Joe civil society groups are ready for a talk, ready for a dialogue. I'm sure that there are Meitei civil society groups who are also ready for a dialogue. Let's
Okay.
start the process of dialogue. Why the process of dialogue is not carried forward?
Okay.
Why it has been shoved back whenever there's an
Okay.
incident?
I have time to close the show. 1 minute to Mr. Sharma and then closing comments to Mr. Sood. Mr. Sharma, to you.
Kartike, I would like to say only that the elected representatives are the representatives of people. So if they have to talk, if there has to be dialogue, the MLAs must talk. Otherwise, talking by civil societies, the eminent personality doesn't carry any value in the setup democracy. In a democracy, these elected people, they must dialogue and they must talk. This will start the negotiation. Kartike, over to you.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. The elected members must talk.